All right, guys, officially, welcome back to the Uncaught Exceptions podcast. Today we have multiple guests. Feel free to introduce yourself. Jesse, go first.
Alrighty. My name is Jay Williams. If you don't know, I'm a rapper and I also do software development. I love creating both musically and programmatically, so that's kind of my thing.
All right, what's up, Jack?
Hey, I'm Jack, aka Jack or John, aka Clout Don John, aka the kid with dump truck ass. I go by a lot of things. I am 21. I'm a software engineer, and I am a TikTok creator.
21, baby! What's up, Jess? How are you?
What's up? I am Jess. go by the Rubber Ducky on TikTok. I am a software engineer, and I am not the youngest in the room anymore. I'm 24, which is weird. I'm not the youngest, I feel like, but now everyone is younger than me. But yeah, that's
Dude,
me.
like, I didn't know Jack was 21. Jack, what the heck?
It's in my bio.
I didn't know you were 21. I thought you were like 23, 24.
Yeah.
I would say 22 max.
Well, I turned 22 in like 2 weeks, if that makes me feel a little older.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, so we are here. Mostly, I think we're going to discuss some music entertainment stuff because all of our guests, including myself, have a past in music or passion for music, right? So, Jesse, if you want to go ahead and what are you working on? Are you working on a new EP? What's going on with you?
Yeah, so I'm definitely working on some new music. Always. I recently released a song called Mental Man back in January, and that was kind of to address how I feel like, as far as men are concerned, society as a whole doesn't really care about our mental health like that. And I kind of wanted to push that issue to the forefront. So that's why I made the song called Mental Man. And it's going in details about certain situations where it is shown that society kind of doesn't care about man's mental health in that regards. And I use some of my own personal experiences as well. And I'm working on a programming song as well. I was really inspired to make like a programming song. I don't know. I never fused the two like that. So I'm definitely doing that as well. Then I have an EP that's coming like later this year that I'm working on. And then like another song called Dissection, where I just lay out like everything in my mental, everything about myself, everything like bothers you. It's like a self-therapy session. So I'm working on that as well. But yes, definitely I was working on some new music.
Awesome. I think I heard that song. That went real deep. I remember when I heard it.
Yeah.
The mental health one. I remember it.
Dude, I gotta check that out. I actually haven't heard it yet. I checked out your profile on Spotify.
I think.
Can we get a live version right now?
Ooh, that's a request. We'd like a live demo of this. Jesse, don't be shy.
Well, I didn't want me rapping.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't be shy.
Don't put him on the spot that way.
I was also confused.
Don't put him on the spot that way.
Do we want like a live of his music?
You don't have to do it, MJ.
You don't have to do it.
Or just me like play one of my songs, or just me like rap?
I mean, you should do a couple verses for us. Show us what you got. I'm just kidding. You don't
have to, bro. You don't have to.
It's up to you, dude.
Just put you on the spot, bro.
They're putting you on the spot. It's fine.
No. Right. You know what? I'm gonna lay down a verse.
Ooh. All right.
All right, let's see. Let me think of something real quick. I'm just gonna do a quick little freestyle. All right. My name is Jay Williams. You can find me on TikTok. Let me check my watch. The time I see is TikTok. If you check my shape, it's not a square. It's tip top. I always spit bars. I rap. We call it hip hop. Now let's switch the flow up. I guess I gotta grow up. It's a light shining over me, so you know I'm about to glow up. Looking for the time I'm a bomb where I can blow up. Now I'm on this Zoom video thing. I guess I showed up.
Oh,
that was amazing. Bravo.
Yo, that's off the top. Unprepared.
And you improvised that, right? You came up with that on the spot.
Yeah, that was a freestyle. I was just thinking of in my brain really quick.
That's so cool.
I could never do that in a million years. Props to you, man.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, I could never do that. I listen to so much rap,
Dude,
but
I
I
love
could never
that.
do it.
I could never.
That's fire.
I could
Yeah, I
never
was-
do that.
Yeah, I was actually thinking when I said the whole Zoom thing. That's why I said. Then I just thought of some rhymes that all showed up that fits.
Hey,
Respect.
that's what's up.
So yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, so Jess, are you like, I know, so you guys, so basically, so Jesse is like OG with us, right? TikTok OG. But Jack and Jess, they are like brand new and literally blew up overnight, like killing it on TikTok right now. Like legit. Like, okay, how long have you guys had your TikTok? Like, Jess, when did you start your TikTok account?
I think like 2 months ago-ish. Yeah.
This girl's at like almost 10K right now. Jack, where are you at? When
That's
did you
crazy.
start?
I started at like January,
Bruh.
and I'm at 9K right now.
See, dude, killing it. Like, honestly, like Jess has the most like relatable content for someone like that may not be like, even for me, I'm like, I think maybe it's also the Asian aspect too. Like when you were telling your Asian family story, I was like, wow, that's some Asian shit that like only Asians would understand, to be honest.
I don't
And
know if that's the most relatable content. I would say it was really funny. The reason why I found Jack is his name. Your name is Jack, right? Clout Don John.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like meeting you all for the first time. What was that TikTok you did about?
I did a lot.
Anal probing. What was that word?
anal probe.
What?
Sorry.
I don't even remember that one.
What's the word? Like, there's a word for it.
Pegging?
What is? I keep forgetting, but like
The pegging?
pegging. Okay, so
There we
like
go.
somehow like I was watching a completely unrelated TV show, and then in the TV show somebody was like, "Hey Google, what is pegging?" And then my "Hey Google" like in real life lit up. And, oh snap!
Oh, snap.
I don't know if you can hear that, but it said it, like,
Yo, that ish actually thought you were asking a question.
yeah, so, I keep doing
Hey
that when
Google,
I say what
we
is
gotta
pegging.
unplug.
And then
I love that we're a tech podcast, but we have literally every technical difficulty possible. Like, it's hilarious. Anyway, go on.
And
Sorry.
then, I remember his video like right after popped up on my FYP. It was like it's just like pegging, and it was like the most. I feel like it was a very timely video. I think I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, now I can't call it pegging anymore. Now it's anal probing.
That was hilarious. Where Jack was like talking to his future self and his past self, and
was
I was
so
just
creative.
confused.
Yeah, when I made the first video, like the part one, I had set up like 3 parts to it. Like I have a whole pegging cinematic universe all ready to go.
Yo, Jack is such a troll. Like, he literally has. Wait, Krystal, I could not hear you. Am I cut off?
Can you
guys
hear
hear me?
me? Can you hear me now?
Okay. Oh yeah, that was weird. I couldn't hear you for a second. Jack is straight up trolling us right now. You guys can't see, but when we drop it on YouTube, you'll see. He has literally his background is like a pre-recorded background of his regular background. So then we're all confused if that's really happening or not.
Yeah, it looks like he has like triplets and like twins just like running around saying what's up to himself.
I got roommates. I mean, y'all see my
Oh,
TikToks.
do you?
Yeah,
His roommates
Okay.
are his twins. They're basically himself.
it's just a move.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to? What's going on?
How was your guys' day?
Oh,
Busy. I just been working. Grinding,
You're working?
hustling. Yeah.
Are you working as a software engineer? Or are you doing something else?
Yeah, no, I'm doing software engineer. I work at a financial company. I won't say exactly which one, but yeah, it's very busy and stressful, and it cuts into my time to actually like make videos, which kind of sucks. But it's
Do you work more than
based off
40
of
hours a week?
The past couple weeks, yeah, I've been working 50 hours or so. At my company, I get overtime though, so like I'm fine working.
Oh, that's not
hours.
bad.
Yeah. Which I'm straight. It's just kind of stressful.
And now, is it like predictable overtime hours, or is it like, okay, we want you to stay later today, and it like kind of like bites into your plans that way?
No, like this is like the past like month has been pretty busy with overtime, but like overall, like I never think I'm going to work overtime. Like I'm basically always working 40 hours, and if I need to put more hours in, like I will, but I never really feel like I need to. We're just coming up on our deadline for our project, so we just kind of got to hammer shit out.
Is the vibe, because it's a financial company, is it more like a fintech vibe or like a normal, like casual, like
a what tech vibe? A what?
Fintech vibe? Just
financial tech
vibe? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty regulated just because
more corporate then.
Yeah, it's absolutely more corporate, especially when we're in the office. And there's like, there's hella corporate buzzwords. I was joking with my friends earlier today that like I've heard drill down, fucking drill down, deep dive, bubble up, like all these corporate ass buzzwords like a million times just today. And it's like,
what is bubble up?
Like, oh, we're gonna see these issues bubble up. We're gonna see these exceptions bubble up. Literally, like, motherfuckers in corporate are just soundboards.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
That's used?
Yes, it is.
What is deep dive?
It happens all the time.
What does deep dive mean?
Like, let's deep dive into this issue. But deep dive is now being replaced by drill down. It's like corporate buzzwords like change every month.
Wait, isn't it like we're gonna drill down this issue though, right? Like, so they're gonna like catch it. You know what I'm saying? They catch the issue. Like,
yeah, but at my job this morning, I heard someone say, "Let's drill down into this story." Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Dude, I feel like they reuse like stuff that shouldn't be used in that context. You know, it's like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like drill down is like, oh, like you finish that, you complete it. Like, I don't know.
You know what I don't know
corporate jargon.
So I had a friend in college, and she was like the biggest troll. And this is exactly what she would do. So if this happens at work again, you should just say, okay, so let's say you come up to me and say, hey, let's drill down into this issue. And I'll say, yes, let's drill down into this issue. And then just make it super ironic, but so dry that no one will ever be able to tell if you're being sarcastic or not. And then you just keep saying drill down. And then so you'll say, okay, so now that we're drilling down into this issue, wow, it's really great to be able to drill down into this issue with you. Now let's drill down to this. And then if you really want to go far, just create your own term. Be like, so we're going to hamburger these two subjects together. Yes, and it's just going to be great. And now that we're hamburgering these two things, and then just like completely troll them, but do it with a complete, like, the flattest tone. And they'll never call you out on it, because I feel like corporate people are afraid to like ask, like, when a new term is like introduced.
They're too afraid to ask what it is. Yeah, just make something up.
Hey, is it cool if we take this issue real quick?
Dude, and the thing is, look at the delivery on this guy. Like, the way he would deliver it, it would work so well.
Keep flipping into that. Another one, fucking spot check. I've heard spot check probably 3 million times this week. Oof. Like, everything is spot checked. It's like, let me spot check this email. Let me spot. Like, it's just, I'm telling you, corporate motherfuckers are just soundboards.
Yeah.
The other thing about corporate motherfuckers that I learned when I was in the office, they love Diet Coke.
They do love Diet Coke.
It must be the caffeine. It must be the caffeine.
It's also how come high school teachers also love Diet Coke? What's up with
weird.
That?
It's like they like Coke, but like they don't want all the sugar.
I was in like an executive meeting when I was an intern before I even like was an employee at the company, and like I was sitting in with like some executive people, and they were like, I would commit grand arson for a Diet Coke right now. And it's like, what the fuck? Wow. I would sell my firstborn son for a Diet Coke. I've never seen any fiending like that before, or something like that.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Diet Coke is a new coffee. It's a new coffee, guys.
Wait, so Jesse, I know you started a new gig. How's that going? Like, is it more corporate than you're used to? Like, are you hearing these hot words that are being thrown around in corporate?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's as corporate as my last job. I just jumped from healthcare to fintech. So I also work for a financial company.
Oh,
as
you're
well.
in fintech too now.
Yeah, and
Wow.
they use a programming language called Delphi, and I've never even heard of this.
Oh,
And
I've heard of it.
they said it's like Object Pascal. Like I've heard of Pascal. Like it kind of came up with like C and stuff, but I've never used it. So it is not mainstream. So when I go to Stack Overflow, it's kind of not overflowing with Delphi. So
Nice.
yeah,
nice.
man. Other than that, it's been pretty cool. It reminds me of Visual Basic. If anybody's ever did anything with that language,
dude,
I'm
I
very
hate
familiar with
Visual Basic.
VBA.
Oh my god,
yeah,
VBA is so bad, dude. I had to
It's
like
so bad.
code my own Excel macros in VBA one time. It was terrible, dude. It's so slow. It's like the slowest thing on earth. Oh
I don't know if
my
you guys have
So
ever used
I
I don't know if you guys have ever used the Pandas library for data science.
Uh,
Basically, I was
yeah.
doing a lot of data analytics at work, and I had to basically code my own Pandas library using Visual Basic, and it took 2 months to do.
God.
And then when I was allowed to use Python, I did that 2 months of work in 2 days because of how much easier it
Nice.
is with Python. It's ridiculous.
Nice.
Wow.
Would not recommend
So-
using VBA for anything unless you really have to.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what it
It's
even
terrible.
looks like right now, but I definitely passed the skills assessment on LinkedIn for it, and I don't know how. So I would
For
like
Visual
to say I
Basic?
am proficient in Visual Basic.
Bro.
well, there are a lot of Visual Basic job out
Are
there.
there? Is that still like?
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's linked to Microsoft Excel, and obviously
Yeah,
Microsoft
exactly.
Excel is so prevalent in business. You're able to code in
True.
VBA. You do anything you want in Excel and automate anything.
Yeah,
That's
you can
true.
automate a bunch of stuff, but like again, like I said, it's very slow, and you want to
Pain in the butt.
It's like I made like the simplest thing ever, right? Like all I did was freaking fill out a form and like pre-fill this data, dude. That would take like 30 seconds, dude. I'm not even joking. Like it was just pre-filling a sheet, and I'm like, dude, how does this take so long? It's crazy.
Yo, I read somewhere today though. Okay, sorry, this is not on Visual Basic, but I need to get it out before I forget. I just read about the artificial intelligence that Microsoft is working on, where after you pass away, they will have like your consciousness, like
Oh
be
my
able
God.
to talk to, like you're able to stay in contact with the people that are still alive, and you have
Ooh.
like a person that you can
Oh,
speak
no,
to.
man.
No, it's like they just got it patented or something like that. And I was like, that is kind of scary.
That makes
but
me
I'm
feel
also
very
down.
uncomfortable.
It's
I'm
literally
also
that
down.
Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, I
literally.
was just about to say that reminds me of Black
Yeah.
Mirror,
That is some Black Mirror shit, but I am down.
and this
I
show
would.
called Upload.
So would you do it? Would you use it
I
for
would.
someone like like one of your relatives, like say your parents or something? Would you do it for them?
Yeah, I would.
You would.
I would. Why
I
not?
wouldn't.
Really?
But why
No,
not?
dude. Like I want to respect that they're dead, dude.
That would just make me really sad every
You know what I'm
single time I
saying?
like talk to their like,
exactly. They're
virtual.
not actually there. It's like that's not them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a fake computer program. Like
I mean, are we that against that, guys? I mean, we are all in tech. Like I'm
I'm
about
against
this
it, dude.
advancement.
It would just
Dude,
make me
yeah.
really sad,
I don't know.
Okay.
Man.
That's the
I'm
whole
not
thing.
for it. I'm not
What
for
were you
it.
gonna say, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know. It feels weird because it also reminds me of this show called Upload that was on Amazon
Yes.
Prime, where you could
Love
upload
that
your
show.
consciousness.
Upload
Love
your
that
brain.
show,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It was
it was a really good show.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it feels weird if you take somebody's consciousness and do that, and it's like, cause is it really them or is it just a clone of them? And
Exactly. It's
if-
not them.
and what if they didn't even truly want that? Like,
Exactly.
I don't
Well,
know.
maybe they consent before. Like
Yeah.
you guys, I consent now. You guys can have me after I die. I'm okay with that.
Dude, because like dude, it'll be like I really relate to that Black Mirror episode because like the more I think about it, I'm like, you remember, so like her husband died or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, this is spoiler alert.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's like basically this couple, right? And her husband dies, and then basically they saved all their data, all their memories, and then they sent it to this company, and then this company ships in like a body, like a human body, and you basically put it in water or something and like turns on, right? From what I remember. And basically, like, it turns on, and once it turns on, it has all the memories of that person you just lost. And so it acts like that person, but it's missing something. It's missing that like human quality. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just an artificial intelligence, right? Like it's like approximating what that person could have been based on the memories, but every person is more than their just like their memories, right? Like not every memory is recorded in your texts, in your videos, in your photos, right? So it's like I think even if they do it, if they replicate it, it's gonna be creepy. I don't think it's gonna be the same thing.
What do you think, Jess?
my
Like,
doubt.
or Jack? Like, what do you guys? Would you guys do it?
So I think that I have two comments to that. The first thing is the Black Mirror episode is creepy only because she's using the AI to like while she's grieving. I think so. For example, if I'm one of my friends like passing away, I wouldn't use it within 1 or 2 years, but I think I would use it like maybe 10 years later because they're really helpful. Like, so I have, as context, I have two best friends from high school. One is in California and one is in New York, and I haven't seen them for a really long time. And so, like, I mean, even for example, imagine if I told you right now, like, everyone on this podcast is dead and you're talking to their AI. Does the fact that they're dead, like, finding out that they're dead, does that change things? Like, a lot of people are meeting now virtually. Some people never even meet in person. You never see their body. Imagine you never turned on your video. Like, that's a thing now. And I think that's for people who meet through Discord or video games or TikTok, that's increasingly like a new reality for people. So in terms of using it, I might like 10 years later for like advice that only my dad could give me or something. But definitely not yet. Like in terms of, I would leave it alone for myself to come to terms with the fact that they're not alive anymore. So I wouldn't use it as a replacement. But I think there are certain things that only like my friends know me well enough to tell me. So I would use it for that.
What about you, Jack? Would you do it?
I'd do it only if I could. Wait, okay. I muted on both things. I would do it only if I could only reply in catchphrases.
I mean, I'm sure you can program that. But here's the thing, guys. So this is, for me, what I'm thinking is to be around for like my like cousins' kids and like family down the line so that they know like where their ancestry came from. Cause like it would suck to like be us here now and not be able to share like our experiences because it's so far down the bloodline, you know? Like I think the family aspect or like just like the generational aspect of it for me, I'd be down for it. I think that'd be my main reason, to be honest.
So yeah, I think the only part where it becomes weird, I think where I'm thinking is it won't be the exact same, so it's gonna like bother me. But if they can get it where it's almost identical, then I don't think you'd notice, right?
Right.
But yeah, I think it's totally dependent on the engineering there, right? Like if they can make it where it seems like 99.99999% similar to the real thing, then I think it'd be passable, right? Where you'd be like, oh, I can't tell the difference. But if there's some small thing that's off, I think that's gonna set it like it won't be as good. You know, it's gonna be weird.
Well, I have a follow-up question to that. So say if they were able to make like just an AI Paras, right? Except you had access to it when you were alive. Would you use that AI Paras to make TikTok videos for yourself?
Yo,
would you automate yourself?
Wait, so you're saying like download my consciousness and put it into like a fake me, right? And so then I can have that version of me do whatever I want, like
exactly
do what I need to do. What? Dude, that becomes crazy, dude. Like,
I mean, I think Mars is down now. Look at his face light up. Like he's
that's
down.
Crazy.
What if AI me wants to make another AI me?
Oof, I mean,
and then
that's
it becomes
just meta, and that's cool to me.
Then it'll be like, have you guys watched Naruto?
Yeah, it's like Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Right? So remember when he initially did Shadow Clone Jutsu and each one had a different personality, like a different part of his personality? It might be like that. It's like every clone is like a little different.
Oh, that's a banger.
It would be like Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley. He created an AI of himself.
Dude, he's doing like really low rent commercials now. He's on some hard times. Anyway.
Oh man.
That was sidebar. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, okay, so last week when we were recording, Jess was in my live on TikTok. We were talking about simulation, and there was a question that you asked, and I couldn't get to the bottom of it. Like, I couldn't understand
what
what
was
you were
the
saying.
question?
Can you reiterate what you were saying?
Yeah. So as context, you guys were talking about. I think it was Paris, or I forgot who brought it up. It's like if you Neil deGrasse Tyson said that since we have not successfully been able to create a world like a simulation where the simulation doesn't know that we exist or something like that, therefore some logical extrapolation means that we are not a simulation, right? That's the general.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, technically, that's only assuming that the people who create the simulation are of the same intelligence level as us. So, okay, I brought up cockroaches, right? So I think one of my messages didn't send, which is why it was like confusing.
I think so too, yeah.
I said I could realistically create a simulation for cockroaches, and the cockroaches would never know that they were in a simulation, which means I've successfully created a simulation, just not for humans. I've created them for cockroaches. So what if there was a set of intelligent beings, more intelligent than us to the point that we are considered the cockroaches, and therefore and in that
crazy.
Sense, it goes back to the religion thing of like, if you're religious, and you believe in God, and you believe in fate, and you believe in God creating this world for you, and God in this sense is the human, and you in this sense is the cockroach, does that technically mean that you are in a simulation, if you believe in that?
God damn it, Jess.
Dude,
you are blowing my mind right now. Now it makes sense
when you
what
said that,
saying.
Right when you said that, it made so much sense to me. Because
right now,
it's like,
it did too.
You know, well, even at the time when she was just like, if you're religious, you technically believe like you're in a simulation, because that if you think about it in like the coder's mentality, where you're like, okay, what is a simulation? We understand what a simulation is, right? Like how Jess just said with cockroaches, right?
Yeah.
So you'd believe that we would have been in a simulation. If you believe in God, we're technically in a simulation, because it's just God's simulation. It's just like, oh, he created us humans on Earth, right? And boom, we're just going, we're living. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense. But it's like, maybe he didn't code us, right? Like whatever his version of coding is, or whatever like creation
DNA
is, like, whatever that is. But like, that's crazy. That blew my mind.
I would argue that DNA is a form of coding, because it's basically the same thing. You really think about it.
It is. They're doing like research on like DNA, like storing data and stuff, right? Stuff like that.
Because DNA is basically just storing data. There's like 4 different like types of like, I guess, things that can be stored, and like we're just made out of those like those 4 letters in the alphabet over and over again.
So Jesse, I know you're religious. So like, do you think, did God create this? Like, do you think you're in a simulation because God created this world and he is the creator and he programmed this world?
In that sense,
right?
In that sense, it kind of would seem like that.
Right.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah. Everything is kind of created, in a way, when you think about it, maybe if you do or don't believe in God, is where you analyze how many things were perfectly made for the support of life and everything versus what we know is out there. Like, why are we the only known planet to house so many different forms of life, and why are we the only known planet to have the oxygen right where it needs to be? And it's like, so, and it could be.
I mean, okay, so Jess, I know you brought up these great questions as well, but do you believe we're in a simulation? Or do you think we're in a simulation? No. Jack, do you think we're in a simulation?
I don't know. I have to think about that one a little more.
It depends how you define simulation, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's I'm looking at the definition right now, and the definition is the imitation of a situation or process that is real world. So I guess, like, in order for it to be a simulation, there has to be another world that's considered real, and we have to be considered not real. So
Yeah,
that's
why I was
what's
gonna say
required in terms of
it's
that
definitely
dictionary
like
definition.
interesting because I don't know if you guys were following this story like about muons. No one familiar? Anyone familiar?
No.
Wait,
But
what?
basically, there's basically this physics discovery recently that muons like basically they're like quantum level particles, right? So apparently they may have like basically what they proved is that they can be affected by other dimensions, basically, right?
Oh
So we
yeah.
can only see 3 dimensions, right? So apparently they can be affected by the dimensions outside of what we can visibly see, right? So that's why it would be interesting, like say we are in a simulation, right? Maybe it's just our universe or whatever, right? That would also like it would start explaining this stuff, like the higher dimensionality. Maybe there's beings on other dimensionalities, right? So it's just we can't see them. We're in 3 dimensions, right? Maybe they're in 4, 5, 6 dimensions. Like who knows what's going on, you know? Like, but it's like we recently had this discovery like 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
I won't lie. If you think about it like that, like you know, let's say from my standpoint, with like demons and angels and all that, what if they are there, but they're in this dimension that we just can't see?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Isn't that Interstellar?
I was
Yeah,
just
I mean
gonna
that,
say that.
that gets
Yeah.
into Interstellar,
Oh,
right?
that's
Like
such a good movie.
One of my
guys.
favorite
that gets
movies of
into
all
Interstellar
One
time.
of
a little
my
bit.
top 5
But
for sure.
but it also kind of makes sense because we just had this discovery. It's like, okay, if something can be affected by other dimensions, then what's in those other dimensions? What's going on? We don't understand that yet.
So,
You know?
so technically, here's a question for you. If right now I opened a portal to the past, like 10 years ago, and you traveled into the past, would so like when I think about that, right, I think of now as real life, and I think as if I went into the past to the future, that would be not real life or not my current real life. Would that be a simulation? If you could go back and alter the past or do things with your past self, are you living in a simulation or
That's so
because you can
interesting.
change anything that you want, you know exactly what's going to
Yeah.
happen. Does that count as a simulation? I mean, you still fall under all the laws of
So
physics, though, so you can't do anything you want. But what?
so you can just continuously change your timeline, is what you're saying? So
Yeah.
you can so like say you made a decision and you can go back and be like, all right, I'm not gonna make that decision now. Do something else.
So
That
basically,
would
you're
yeah, that
time
would be
travel.
interesting. Yeah.
Wait, so
Like a
someone in
time travel.
chat said a experiment was conducted when a particle had 3 paths to take. It took the one that the person was looking at. Is that a real study?
Wait, is that real?
That sounds
Is
like
that a
quantum
real-
physics to me.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, so
Aaron Marsh. Is that a
that's
real
crazy.
thing?
Wait, I've
That
never
is
heard of that one.
insane.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah,
please
send that
send
link. I
link.
want
Yeah,
to read
send
that.
that link.
That's crazy.
Dude,
The thing about quantum
that is
physics is
crazy.
that like the particles, they behave differently when like a scientist is looking at
Yeah,
them.
that reminds me of entanglement. Are you guys familiar with entanglement?
Mm-mm.
Right?
Yeah.
So like basically like I think the rotation of the electrons or whatever, the spin of the electrons could only be like you can only decide. So once you know like the spin of electron on one particle, you would know on the other or something like that. And so basically you have to observe one and then it automatically declares like instantaneously the other one is also you'll know the spin of both of them, which is crazy. And they're 2 separate particles, but they're just entangled. Like quantum physics is crazy, yo. I don't even understand any of it.
Oh no, I didn't either. Like I
Wait,
took.
so
Oh, sorry.
yeah, in quantum physics, it didn't even take the 2 paths it was supposed to take. Yeah.
Yo,
Sorry.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing. So yeah, I mean, that is actually honestly like okay. So I know this podcast was supposed to be more music, but simulations shit like honestly, it's like because I had to ask Jess what she was saying last week. So my bad. We can pivot back at some point, but I just feel like I don't know. This is so science that I'm so into.
I don't know. Quantum is crazy. Like I remember when what was it? The year the Avengers no Ant-Man with the whole quantum realm and everything. Like I saw that, and then that was my last semester of college. I think, yeah, that was 2019. Yeah, I didn't have my last semester of college, and I took quantum computing as an elective, and maybe not
nice.
the smartest. These I don't know. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but I did learn about quantum computing and writing quantum programs. Well, if which you could be considered a quantum program if you would consider it that. And we were talking about all this stuff about superposition and everything, about how it can do all the possibilities at once. And not to go off too much on the tangent here, but how it was like destroy our current way we encrypt stuff and everything with our cybersecurity once quantum computers and computing actually becomes a thing. And I started doing research on the quantum, like the real quantum realm. I'm like, this is crazy, way over my head. I'm like, this is crazy with how some of this stuff is, and when you think about it, and when you dive deeper, it's like it can kind of explain a lot of stuff we've been having questions about for so long.
Wait, speaking of superposition, has anyone seen Devs on Hulu? It is a fucking weird show, guys. It is what's that guy's name from is it The Office? Or Parks and Recs? What's that guy's name, guys?
Who?
God, hold on, let me look. Sorry. My bad, I should have had this pulled up.
Is it Nick Offerman?
Yes.
Derek says it's Nick Offerman.
It's Nick Offerman in a serious role, and it's called Devs. It is like it gets weird, but it gets into superposition. It gets into some weird quantum physics shit. Like Derek's seen it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Sorry, I can't even explain it. It goes in too deep.
Wait, send me that show later. I'll check it out.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to encode the data at inception. So in terms of transferring data, it probably, I don't know what's going on there. All right. I don't know what they're talking about. I guess they're talking about a qubit or something.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, so RIP DMX. DMX passed away today, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's so sad.
A fucking legend.
Who else has 2 #1 classic records in a single year?
Not I.
I'm trying to think.
Also, guys, I'd like to represent Rough Riders, if you can
see it. That's fire.
Honestly, okay, so like my quick story with him. So when I used to work at Dimmock, we did a Red Bull Culture Clash. So Culture Clash is when 4 different collectives come together and we clash cultures, right? It was 4 different labels. Dimmock was the one that I was part of, and he was our secret guest. And literally this guy, so jovial, so nice. He just wanted to have a good time. Unfortunately that wanting of having a good time he took it a little too far this time, but honestly, the nicest fucking dude. You wouldn't even it was crazy how sincere and genuinely he just wanted to have a good time in life. So it really makes me sad that someone like that had to pass away this soon. But I guess that's just life. So that's just my little tidbit about that. Love that guy. RIP. RIP.
Yeah, a legend, dude. Legend for sure.
Yeah. I hope I don't see, because last night when the rumor got out that he died. I mean, I know he officially died today, but when the rumor got out, and I was seeing all these Twitter posts showing all RIP DMX to a legend and everything. But at the time you do a quick Google search, you clearly can see that he has not been announced dead yet at all. So I'm like, so why are y'all making these fake love posts trying to get a drop of clout off of a celebrity's death? Because if you really cared about DMX or you were a fan or anything like that, you would have just searched it, and then if you would have searched it, you would have easily known that he hasn't been reported dead yet. So all these people that acting like they knew based off
just a bunch of cloud chasers. Yeah.
It was literally just Saint on Twitter. All it took was one verified Twitter to post RIP DMX, and then the floodgates opened. Because Saint had posted it before anyone had found out, because it was his cousin had put something up on Insta, but his cousin wasn't involved at all. So Saint tweeted that out. Everyone saw Saint's tweet, saw it was verified, and everything blew up. And then Saint deleted the tweet 10 minutes later without saying anything. And fucking, like you said, all the cloud chasers showed up wanting to post about his death when he wasn't even dead yet. But
yeah, I think that's fucked up, to be honest. I get everyone needing to say RIP and post about him, but before it's officially announced, I feel that's just it's just
I don't get that, because it's why don't you let his family or talk about it first, and then go out there and be like, all right, yo,
Exactly.
rest in peace, right? Like, why do you need why do you have that urge so much that you need to tweet like right then and there? I don't know.
That was the crazy thing about MF Doom is that his family kept it under wraps for 2 months.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even know
a
how that
huge
was
thing.
possible with
That is
TMZ.
that's
Yeah,
actually
'cause
crazy.
He actually died in October, right? Like on Halloween.
And they announced it
From
on
what I
New
remember.
Year's.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck you hide it for 2 months? That's like it's insane.
That is a tight team that they have if they were able to pull that off. Like a very tight team. So
Yeah, I mean, MF Doom was off the radar a little bit before that. I think that's why it was kind of easier for them to keep it under wraps. But yeah.
Well, okay. So what's everyone's background in music? Like we know Jesse is a rapper and a programmer. What's like Jess? I know you want to get into like film and stuff and entertainment. And like, do you have background in music? Like, girl, I saw your duet. This girl can sing, by the way, guys. She also did that rap.
I feel like we gotta hear her sing.
You know that laser beam
trend?
trend?
Like we gotta hear her sing.
Yo, but you remember that laser beam trend where everyone was rapping verses? This girl dropped an entire, basically a rap. It was awesome.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that. I gotta check it out. I'll check it out.
It took me like 2 hours to write it, so it was not freestyle, unfortunately. Let's see. I don't really have too much of a background. I say like I got paid. I feel like the first time I sang was like this girl in middle school bribed me $5 to audition for chorus. I was like, I'll take free money, and then I auditioned, and then I took her money. I sing for fun. I like to sing. If you ask all my friends, we like to sing. Actually, on road trips, my favorite thing to do is to play like hip hop beats or something, and then get my friends to like all rap with me. And then what we'll do is I'll give them like a random topic like sausages or something. I'll be like, can you make a freestyle rap about sausages? And it's like the most fun thing to do. Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you. I didn't want to put you on the spot, but you know, I feel like that first freestyle was really good. I feel like if you want to try it, we should do it. The challenge
right now.
What a sausage rap?
You and Jesse freestyle right now?
No, not me. The only rap that I know is "From Love the Way You Lie" by Eminem. That's the only one I know by heart.
Hey, that's a good song.
I could kill that one.
Kill it.
Every karaoke I ever do, I'll go for it like 100%.
Awesome. All right, Jesse, are you ready to give us a rap about freestyle about sausages?
Can I freestyle about? Do I know? What can you do with sausage?
What rhymes with sausage?
Okay, all right. Think on it for a minute.
We'll give you
Let me think about sausage.
Sausage.
That sounds real bad.
Hostage. What else rhymes with sausage? What else rhymes with sausage? Postage. There we go. All right, you got some. You got a few slang rhymes there.
You could go
porridge. There we go.
You could say homeboy pulling up with a sausage.
Face.
Put it in my mouth. That's just like a lozenge.
Oh, like a lozenge. Yeah.
Wattage.
Maybe we can all just make a song right now. And then
it's like a.
We got a beat going.
Who's gonna go?
Okay.
Who's going?
Well, someone's going. I'm not going. I don't know how to rap.
Oh yeah, you got 5 seconds, or else I'm gonna stop the beat.
Oh, you're playing the beat. All right.
What's the intro playing?
All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna draw right here. All right.
You gotta turn it down a little bit, Andrew.
I'm sitting at the table. I love my cream cheese. Gotta put it on my baby. I want pop champagne. All I pop a stable. Then get me a sausage. Eggs with the ego. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was fire.
Woo. That was
fire.
That was heat.
Nice,
I'm sorry, I just had to do it.
We did have to do it, and that was awesome.
That was amazing.
Voice perfectly on the beat, Derek says. Nice.
Yo, that was fire. That
was fire. Dude, you guys are lit. What the heck? Jess kept saying like she's super shy and stuff, but like this girl's down. Like, I don't know. You could be shy, but you're pulling it off like you're not. I love it. So wait, so Jack, like I know you said you were passionate about music too. Did you ever like wanted to be in music before? Do you produce? Like I know, for instance, like Andrew, he wanted to be a rock star back in the day. He has
You
the
got
rock
the rock
star hair
star look.
still.
You could absolutely pull off a
Thanks.
rock star.
1000%
That's what I'm going
pull
for.
off the rock star look. Yeah.
No, but I've been into music for a long time. I've always been like making little songs. Like when I was a kid, I played guitar. When I was a kid, I played violin. I played piano, and now I'm getting back into that and learning like actual piano. I've like written songs and produced stuff like all my life, but nothing like just like stuff for me. I haven't like posted anything because I have to wait till everything's like perfect before I show anyone, but it's never perfect. So
Yo, so while we're here, why don't we coordinate? Like, why don't you three make a TikTok rap song video? I mean, right? That'd be cool.
Yeah, you should do it. I'm down
Let's
for
start.
that.
Let's start a rap trio, guys.
I will like and comment ASAP if you guys drop that.
Oh no, I'd be sharing that every minute.
Yeah. I got you.
I got you. Check out my mixtape, fam. I'll say it's my mixtape and just drop it everywhere. Like, check out my mixtape.
That'd be great.
Wait.
Coding Talk makes a rap song. That'd be good.
I don't know. Maybe you can like make some programming rap mixtape.
NFT the
I've seen a
mixtape.
lot
Yeah,
of
facts.
that.
NFT the mixtape.
I've seen a lot of that.
the day I make a programming rap song is the day I'm in the dirt. I will not succumb.
Just Jack, just kill one of your clones, and they can be in the dirt.
That's facts right there.
Yeah, just sacrifice one of them for this song.
Rap talk.
That's probably just like a bunch of
part of
motherfuckers
rap
like
talk.
token.
Rap talk.
I'm sure it exists.
It's kind of funny.
Spiritual miracle.
For sure.
I originally tried to be like I tried to use TikTok for my music at first when I first made it. And this is back when I didn't know how you make TikTok content. I'm just posting videos of me making music, and I didn't know anything about TikTok. Then you know how it is when you make music. They're like, who is this random dude? I don't care about his music. So I'm like, all right, I wasn't getting no views or nothing. And then I re-downloaded TikTok in late November, and I started making videos again with coding and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, all right, here we got something going here. But yeah, that was like my original goal with TikTok, was to use it for music. I mean, now I don't know how to make content for that, but I'm a software developer too, so I don't mind talking about coding and programming and all that.
So that's something we have in common, because my very first video, I think it was just a video of me playing guitar, like on TikTok, and I did the same thing.
The guitar.
Yeah, and I just deleted it, and then I re-downloaded it, and then I started just posting like tech content. And I think the reason why it gets more traction is because I feel like coding is more niche than music, because there's like fewer people who can code.
Yeah, there's less people
than people who can sing and rap. You know what I mean? Because of that, so the very few people who can get all the views. So the more niche you are, obviously, it's better.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, at least y'all had something legit. My first ever TikTok was a Demi Lovato meme, where she was basically on like a Zoom call like this with like this many people, and she someone asked her so what's everybody been up to, and Demi Lovato goes, rehab multiple times. And then that was my meme that I got 2,000 views. I was like, oh shit, I'm a
well, that's pretty good.
I know, but I it's private now,
for your first video. That's pretty good.
That's pretty dope.
I think I got 10 views on my first video.
What was your first video, Paras?
Yeah.
Dude, it was leak code, dude.
It was leak code. Guys. You guys go down to speed. Code.
Oh, don't go down.
Go down to speed. It's hilarious.
Wait, really?
It's hilarious.
You have to scroll through 400 videos, but yeah, if you get there,
some serious leak code stuff.
I remember that. Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yo, it's terrible, dude. It's terrible. That was that's almost a year ago now. Almost a year.
Parks, you are TikTok royalty though, because you were probably one of the first tech people that I saw in my FYP, and then that's when I started getting more tech content, and then I started seeing other people.
I'll be honest.
TikTok royalty, but
Dude, I'm not TikTok royalty, dude. I'm too small.
So I'll
Too
be
small,
honest,
dude.
Paris doesn't know this, but when I first got on TikTok, it was about the same time I was building like a leak code project, like a clone of leak code. So I was looking up like leak code style questions and I came across Paris's videos. Then I was making videos too. And I remember I was just I didn't know what music to use. So I would literally scroll through Paris's feed and just use whatever
and go
tracks
through
he
mine.
was using because I'm like, okay, he's making leak code questions. So like maybe that's like the perfect tracks for it. So I was just using all your tracks, bro.
Dude, when I started, there was no one making leak code videos. It was only me. Like I literally looked around. Like but then after that, like 5 accounts like started, and then now there's probably like dozens of accounts that are doing it.
he
But
looked through all of
yeah.
TikTok. He was the only one.
Well, yeah, no, I literally looked up leak code, right? Literally just in the search, and there's no videos on leak code. It was like random stuff, or it was like someone like filming that they were leak coding, you know, like and acting cool. Like they were like, "Oh, I'm leak coding." I don't know why that's cool, but they filmed that. But like, it wasn't anyone actually explaining problems. So then that's why I did that. But then I gave up. It took way too much energy.
It takes a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work to do leak code.
Now that we're talking about TikTok, like, how do you guys come up with your like TikTok ideas? Like, do you guys have a schedule?
Ketamine.
Do you guys ketamine? You know, ketamine would just knock me out, guys. I'm just saying. Just kidding.
What is that?
Employer, this is a joke. Oh, it's nothing.
This is a joke, guys. This is
What's
all jokes.
ketamine?
It's a horse tranquilizer.
I don't know what that is.
What?
I know that a lot of rappers sing about
Oh,
ketamine in their
on the
songs. That's all I know
street,
about it.
Special K. It's like date rape drug, I think.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what?
I think
Oh my
it's
God.
because
This one-
it's a tranquilizer.
This one in a completely different direction.
No,
It's
I
a
mean,
horse
like, we're not going to go into that.
Is it actually though?
It's a horse tranquilizer that motherfuckers use to knock themselves out, or I guess other people, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
I knock myself out, and then when I wake up, I just have an idea.
Oh wow!
Literally,
Employer, this
his
is a joke.
multi-threading video, that's my favorite one. Like, I know Paris
dude,
likes your
I
recursion
like your
video the most.
recursive.
Yeah.
That recursion video is amazing.
I like
that's
multiple.
that's
Thank
my
you.
favorite video. That's like one of my favorite videos of all time on TikTok. Honestly,
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate
It's
that.
very
Those were fun. I'm sad that I've almost run out of like complex videos, like complex topics like that. You know, like I've hit like multi-threading, async, machine learning. Like I've hit like all the big ones that I
Yeah.
can like kind of come up with like creative ways to describe.
yeah, that's the
it
thing.
for
That's always the
civilians.
problem for me. It's like you have like a few ideas, you run with that direction for a little bit, and then once that like lane dries out, you're like, holy crap, like what do I do now? And then I'm always like in the direction of like, okay, what's the next like branch I can go to? Happens to me every day.
I'm just trying not to
Growth
get
on
busted.
TikTok is so explosive though, and like a lot of it is overnight. Like, you have so many new fans all the time. Like, you can always like recycle some of your content and like tweak it a little bit, but still post the same. Because like, if you think about it, like over the last like couple weeks, I got like 3,000 followers, and those are 3,000 new followers that I didn't have before. So I technically couldn't like recycle some of my content, but
Yeah, I definitely do that quite a bit. I learned at first I had ideas for videos for days. I'm
right?
like, all right, let me just share this. Let me give a tip for that. Then I'm like, all right, I kind of ran out of tips here. So I'm always watching videos for like music promo and stuff on how to do things for social media and all that. So I said, let me apply this to TikTok, and I've seen they like repurpose your content, make it a little better, tweak it a little bit. So I'm like, all right, I can do that. So it's a combination of me doing that or me discovering a new tip, or I'm just scrolling through the TikTok feed, and I noticed something about TikTok. Stitching videos tend to do better than those are like videos that are extremely more likely to go viral based on what I've seen and based on what I saw on other accounts.
Interesting.
I'll find something that's like really good to stitch or maybe even duet, and I'll use that to make some type of content out of. And I'm like, oh, because it's this young guy, a college freshman. I think I don't know I forgot his name, but he goes to UT Austin, and he got like a Google Step interview and everything.
Oh yeah.
And I was with my friend. Yeah.
Is that his name is Armel or something?
Yeah.
Something, right? Yeah. Yeah, I
And
follow him too. Yeah.
I was with my friend Danny, and I was going through TikTok. And I'm like, yeah, let me just go through here and let me find me some probably find me the content to make. And I was kind of joking. And then I seen his video talking about college classes and how you shouldn't take 17 credit hours. I'm like, all right, let me stitch this because I did 18 credit hours my last year, and I almost died. Don't
Same
do
here.
that.
Same here. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I did.
Yeah.
That's not a lot, guys. I'm just saying. I did 32 last term.
Oh wow.
I don't think I think our credits scale differently.
Yeah.
I know.
If you did take 32, there's definitely a different
I
scale.
know
there.
you're. Yeah, I know.
I simply just took all my classes at the same time. I just got the degree done in one semester.
Wow.
Same.
I took Calc
same,
1, 2, and 3 all at the same time.
Same. Right there with you, bud. Right
He
there
was
with
threading. He threaded.
I threaded my college degree.
Yo, imagine if you could thread your college degree. That would be something.
That's the thing.
Right? Okay, but low key, so like Jess has kind of inspired me to like try to do more story time stuff, but like I can't take myself that seriously. Like I don't know if I can do a serious video series, like especially on TikTok. Like I don't know if I could do it. But like Jess is one of the reasons because her story time stories are so relatable and so engaging. And I'm just like, maybe like my story can like help other people, right? Because I feel like her stories has helped other people a lot. But guys,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can be that serious. I just don't know how to start.
Don't be serious about it then. You don't need to be serious. Like make it interesting. Or just go ahead.
No, I don't like. I feel like none of my. I don't know how you guys are so like zesty. I don't know how to
Zesty.
I
love that.
You have like the flattest voice. Like, well, I like storytelling. I always have, and I've always wanted to get on social media. So like I've been thinking about all this stuff for like years. And then also my dad follows me on TikTok, so I have to make sure everything's really.
Yeah, same here. My parents follow me, so
Yeah.
nothing crazy on my. Yeah.
Okay,
Nothing
I'm not
crazy
gonna
goes on my
comment some
TikTok.
Crazy shit anymore.
No, you can comment whatever. You can comment whatever, but they're not gonna
nah,
see the
nah.
comments, dude. Relax. I get.
My parents watch all my videos. I just don't give a shit. I'm like,
My mom
They already
watches
know
all
me.
my videos. She goes, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds smart.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Jess. Sorry. Cut you off.
I don't know. I think the only superpower I have is probably just telling stories and being genuine. But I like it.
It works for you.
Yeah.
I know you've helped thousands of kids. Like, and I wish I could be that inspirational.
Actually, my like goal when I was younger. Do you guys watch like David So? I don't know if you guys watch. He's like this.
So I feel like I've heard of him.
He's like this Korean dude who like swears a lot and is like super like.
Oh yes, I know this guy.
Yeah. When I was young, I wanted to be like that.
David who?
David So. He's Korean. He's just like really energetic. I don't know how to put it. And he likes to swear a lot. He's like Korean Gary V. Almost.
Gary V.
Gary V is actually another inspiration. Like I feel like all my inspirations are like people who are nothing like me. Like that being said, off camera I'm very different. I'm very loud off camera. A lot of my friends say I'm pretty loud. I get pretty like crackhead energy sometimes, but I do get camera shy. So I feel like that's just the personality that I have on camera.
Yeah, I can't see you loud. And maybe that's why I'm attracted to your energy, because I feel like our online presence is so different. Like you're kind of on the other side where you're a lot more serious and like you're more inspirational. Like I'm literally here shit posting. So maybe that's why like I'm attracted to your energy. Like you're right. Like, you know, you like you said, you look up to people that are kind of like the opposite.
I wish I could be more like you guys, actually. I guess it's like the grass is greener on the other side, but like
yeah.
I have such a hard time being like putting like more personality. I don't know how to put it, like more personality into things, or like more I just use the word zestiness for everything, but like zestiness. Like just
I think it takes time.
Is that
like,
corporate jargon too?
I also noticed that your videos are a lot longer, and I feel like it's a lot it's difficult to be like more energetic when your videos are longer.
Right.
I don't know. For me personally, like if I'm going to be very energetic in a video, that's always better if the videos are 15-second long.
Mhm.
But if it's like
Right.
an entire minute, I can't be like, you know, full blown energy
On
the
the
entire
whole time.
time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You could do it.
You
can do it.
could.
I have to put on a face. Like I'll be completely honest. Like me on TikTok, it's like I'm like 1/5 the energy like that I'm on TikTok. I have to like put on like yo, I'm energized version, and then I just go ham on the video, and then I'm done. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do that. It's so hard. I feel like I laugh. I get so embarrassed. I used to have roommates too, and when you have roommates, I get so tough.
Oh yeah.
See, but
Especially
my
if they
first
like
few tech videos, I was really awkward too. Like I was very shy, and like I definitely didn't. I wasn't as crazy as I sound now. Like I definitely am way more cringe, but I've learned to be cringe to get to hook people in. But my first few like serious like tech videos, I was like, oof. I look back on it now, and I'm like, wow, I would not watch this myself. This is so low energy for me.
Yeah.
But like for you it works because you're like telling legit stories and like your background and your experiences, and I feel like that's something that you don't have to like put on a show for.
Yeah, definitely more in my comfort zone. So
yeah.
No, that's good. That's good.
I feel like I'm more comfortable I'm a pretty private person in real life. And I was talking to my dad about this, but he's like, you tell the internet things that you have never told me or your mom or like anybody. It's like you talk about things that you don't tell other people. It's like, how are you so comfortable posting on the internet versus like your friends? I don't know if you guys feel that as well.
Yes, this is facts because I don't know who said this at some point. I don't know who it was, but honestly, like random strangers on the internet are nicer than people you're close to a lot of the time. Like to be completely honest, right? Like
most supportive.
Because yeah, I heard this somewhere. It's like sometimes like people like they'll see like your situation and they'll be like, oh, like why are you doing that? Like sometimes they'll even laugh, like why are you making TikTok videos, right? Like sometimes there's even a laughable matter, but it's like when you're posting on TikTok, no one cares. They're on TikTok, like they're following you, they're commenting, they're liking your content. So that's something I related to as well. It's like I really like the fact that I don't know my audience. Like you kind of know who your audience is, but you don't know who they are, right? Like
yeah. Until recently, I was embarrassed to post on my TikToks on like Instagram and stuff because that's a completely different like fan base that I have, like mostly from music and like my music friends. And I just was like, you know what, fuck it. Like they're gonna see it anyways, and I'm sure a lot of them are lurking my TikTok and just like not telling me that they're watching. So like they're already seeing it. So I just said fuck it. But I get what you're saying. Like honestly, like the judgment. Like it's the judgment factor for me. It's the cringe factor.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want people talking behind my back about like, oh, look at what Krystal's doing these days. Like she's just making TikToks like a child. Like, like I already know these talks are happening, but like I just said fuck it.
Exactly. So yeah.
Have you guys had like your real life friends like find you on TikTok? In your videos?
I had a bunch of my old residents when I was an RA at college. They found me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'd be showing up on people's For You pages. So like I'll get people in comments like, Jack, how are you showing up? And it's like someone I knew like 4 years ago, which is cool. Yeah. But like all my best videos is just me talking to myself. Like really.
True.
Straight. Like I don't care what I post, and like I don't care like. I don't know. The stuff that I post like comedy and shit, and like that's all subjective, and I like
exactly.
If it doesn't blow up, I know that it's going to make some people laugh, and most of the time, I say most of the time, that's not very good. But most of the time, the stuff that I make makes me laugh. So
yeah,
I'm laughing too, dude. Those are good. I like your content.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I hit him up as soon as I saw him because I was like, this dude is about to blow up. And he's not gonna want to be friends with us after he blows up. So I gotta get in there.
I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me in, even though I'm not like a pure tech channel or whatever.
Have you seen my profile?
Oh yeah.
It's not tech like most of the time. It's just shit posting, guys. Right. But I've accepted the fact that I can't make tech content that goes viral. I go viral for everything else but tech. Just letting you guys know.
Yo, that's Krystal's literally the most viral person I know. She has like so many viral videos,
Yeah.
but our account is still not that viral yet, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Paras.
Yep. Yeah, Krystal literally has like
Kowalski
10 times more
analysis.
viral videos than I do, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Anyway, okay, so I don't know where to pivot from here. I forgot what I was about to say. Okay, Paras, you can take the lead right now because I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, my last point was like in terms of have people see my TikTok. My brother always tells me that his friends see it and send it to him. And they're like, "Oh, is this your brother?"
Oh, so his friends are in tech?
because he's studying computer science, so I'm guessing all his friends are like in this area, so they're following coding TikTok. So then apparently I'm popping up like over there.
That's so dope. I'll share one like small like TikTok hack that I found. I don't know if you guys do this. If you guys post like your videos on other social platforms, like you'll notice that when you download it, there's like the little like TikTok watermark like bouncing around. Mm-hmm. Well, like the hack that I found was that you can screen record your videos right before you post them. Yeah, that way, if you want to post them to other like social platforms, you won't have the watermark. So I've been doing that, and I don't know.
If you have an iPhone, you can download it as a live photo as well, and then convert that to a video.
Oh, you can also use Save. You can use Save Talk.
Yeah,
I'm using Save Talk.
Yeah, I use Save Talk. The kid that made that app is actually in our server, in our Discord server. He's 17,
oh, really?
By the way.
17.
What a legend. What a legend.
So I have been doing that hack for a while, Andrew, but sometimes I forget, so I have to use Save Talk. Because the compression on the Save
Talk's compression is bad, so it makes it worse. And even TikTok already has bad quality. Yeah, TikTok already has bad quality, so then it's like if it gets worse, it's kind of terrible. But
okay, I really want to ask you guys this question because this is something I've noticed on my account. Whenever I post a video and then I repost it to Instagram, if the video doesn't do good on TikTok, it does really good on Instagram. Yep. But if the video does good on TikTok, it doesn't do good on Instagram. And I've had the suspicion that what Instagram is doing is web crawling my account on TikTok and seeing if it's doing good or not and behaves the opposite way.
No, I doubt it. I think,
but I don't know.
So like from my experience, my Instagram content does consistently like pretty good. And then if I have a good video on TikTok, that'll do better because Instagram guarantees that your following will probably see your video, right? Versus TikTok, we had this chat with Matt the other day. I guess it was a while back. It was like 2 months ago at this point. But we were on Clubhouse and we were talking about TikTok and whatever. And what he was saying is he had a talk with TikTok, and apparently TikTok does not guarantee that your content goes to your followers at all on the FYP. So it's like, I think that contributes significantly to your views, right? So that's why some of your TikTok videos can bomb like really hard and get like 200 views versus on Instagram, if you post, it'll get pretty consistent views because your following will see it for sure.
I mean, I get that, but to Andrew's point, I feel like what Andrew said is more accurate for me. Like 1,000%.
They're not, dude. How are they gonna web crawl and check your video
no,
views
I'm not
on
saying
TikTok?
The web crawl part. I mean the part where like if it does well on TikTok, it doesn't do well on IG. If it doesn't do well on TikTok, it does well on IG. But
that's one possible implementation. Another implementation is like their algorithm, it just flipped. So maybe like they reverse engineered TikTok's algorithm and they just like flipped it somehow. I don't know.
It's just a little different. One methodology that I was using is I would post the same video and I'd make it an Instagram post and post it on Reels, but not share it to my feed. So it'd only be on Reels. So then it's like on both sides, right? So it's on Reels and it's on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. But so sometimes the post does really well. Sometimes the Reel does really well. So it's like you get basically 2 shots at the video. And that's why recently my account blew up on Instagram.
All right. So before we decide to wrap up, I want to ask you guys, like, this is something that I literally just came up with because I'm stupid. So if you can tell yourself, like yourself from 5 years from now, like 5 years older you, what would you say to that person? Like, because I was thinking about this earlier after seeing a video, and 5 years ago, me, I don't know if I would be friends with that person.
Wait, just
And
5 years ago?
yeah, like
Okay.
so much happens in 5 years, guys,
Almost
especially
5
like
years.
in like your 20s. Like it just
2016.
I mean, a lot happens. And I don't know, like what would you tell your future self? Like if you can give that person like advice from what you know now.
Wait.
Wait.
You mean what you tell your past self?
Well, yeah. What would you tell your past self? But what would you also want your like future self to know? I guess that was I phrased that incorrectly.
Wouldn't your future self know what your past self already knows?
Yeah.
Or is this another simulation question? You're just
This is
disguising
another
it?
simulation question.
So what you're saying? So just to clarify, what would you tell yourself 5 years ago, right? Basically,
In the
in
past.
2016,
Well, let's
your
start there.
2016
Let's start
self,
there.
right?
Yeah.
What would you say to that person?
Mhm.
Right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna start there.
All right. Andrew, go first.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would say the shit you're worrying about now, like I would tell my past self, literally won't even matter 5 years from now. Like nobody will give a shit. So stop caring what people think, because nobody will care 5 years from now. My future self, you better be the CEO of a startup or something, or else I'm gonna come and get you. You better be doing something that's like tech related in a startup, or I'll be very mad. That's what I would tell my future self.
All right, you have to tag someone, bro, because everyone's just gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna let's go with Jack. Jack, you go next.
Okay, let me try and do this without crying.
I can't tell if he's serious or not.
That's the thing about me. If you like get close with me, I have the most deadpan delivery. No, motherfuckers don't know if I'm joking or not.
Yeah, I
and that's
cannot tell.
I can't tell.
That's the magic in my humor, is that you don't know if I'm joking. Past self, 2016. Wow, I just started college. I would tell myself 5 years ago that, I made it 5 years from now. So just continue trusting yourself, trusting your decisions. And even if people tell you that you're making the wrong calls, or if people make fun of you or do, whatever, you've made it this far. So just never lose faith in yourself and always believe in yourself. And you already do. Also, nice dump truck. And then
I agree.
To my future self, I would say that I'm thankful that I'm there.
All right.
And I'll pass it to Jesse.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. My 2016 self. Oh, that was a year. Yeah, I tell myself a few things. I was in my second year. I think I was in my second year of college, and that's when I finally took computer science 1. And I failed that class. So I would tell past self that, boy, go get you some help. Don't sit up there thinking you can do what you did in the other college classes. Go get you some help. And later in that year, let's just say I went through a phase after a breakup. Gonna say don't do that phase. Just focus on college. And and to my future self, boy, you better have like 5 successful games, like 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
There we go. I'm done with that.
All right.
Oh, I gotta tag somebody. All right, my name's Jesse. I'll tag Jess.
So 5 years ago would be junior year of college, I think. So yeah, I also went through a phase. All 4 years of college. I would say stop going to sleep at 6 a.m. Stop eating In and Out at 2 a.m. and stop eating McDonald's at 5 because you're gonna gain a lot of weight. People who are around you are gonna change, and they don't hate you. They're just going through their own stuff, and you're gonna meet a lot of better people in 5 years, and that's gonna be good for you. and it's all going to be okay. And also talk to your family more. And then for future self, I would say, hope you're doing what you love to do and maybe finding a way to make money off of it. But people die very suddenly. And sorry.
These are facts. These are facts.
This is just, I like recently found out that somebody I knew is diagnosed with like stage 4 brain cancer. So it's like, I'm in a phase, not super close. So it's not like a bad thing, but
it's
I mean, people's lives end very suddenly, or people's just things change very suddenly. So, you know, do what you love, and life will be good. I think that's what I would tell myself.
Facts.
Nice. Awesome. All right, you have to tag.
Really
you have to tag me.
Who is not? Are you the last person?
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. So my past self, I would tell her, don't date that man. He's gonna ruin your life.
Oh shit.
He's gonna derail your college, and that happened. So I would say that just be smarter, chill out. Things will be fine. Just relax, because I could not relax back then. I still can't relax, I don't think. So I should probably take my own advice now. Yeah, I would just say like stick to it. Like you'll get there someday. I'm almost there now. And my future self, I would.
Oh no, I don't want to disrupt you, but
No, go ahead.
I have a question. Did you ever have a crush on Steve Aoki?
No, nah. He was like, so I never really was I shouldn't even say that. I never really was a fan of Steve. I was more so like when I first met him, it was because I liked, I went to his parties because he was like a scene kid, and he threw like the dance parties in LA. But no, I never had a crush on Steve. And then when he became my boss, he's more like an older brother. So, cool. Yeah.
All right, go back to your future.
No, I like lost my train of thought. I'm like, wait, do I have a crush on Steve Aoki? That's so funny. My future self, I would say you're crushing it. Keep doing what you're doing. I better also have a tech billionaire startup that I'm working on with maybe one of you guys. And yeah, I would just say keep going. Like things will fall in place. Like chill out, because I know in 5 years I still won't be chill. So yeah, I would just say keep pushing it, girl. You got this.
Right.
Paris.
All right, I guess.
And then you can wrap up after that.
Okay, cool. So to my past self, I would say, one, be more positive. That's a huge thing in my life. I realized like my entire life I've been super judgmental of people, so I've always wanted to be more positive and just have more of a positive outlook. And then my second thing would be trust your decisions, because I feel like in the past 5 years the decisions I made have been really good so far for me. So just trust in yourself. So that's what I'd say to my past self. And to my future, I would say similar to what Jess said. Hopefully you're doing something that you really enjoy, and like I was saying earlier, trust the process and enjoy the process, because I'm trying to do that right now and try to learn about it. But yeah, that's it. Awesome podcast with you guys. Got really deep at the end. It was really awesome.
It did. But I
thank
love
you guys for coming on. Do you guys want to plug anything real quick?
Wait, low-key, I want to say something. Low-key, this was a trap, so you have to come back in 5 years and listen to this. So
Facts. Facts.
Love you guys, but I trapped you guys. Go ahead. Do you guys have anything to plug? Do you have any projects that you want to plug, that you want to promote? No?
Thin mints are better than Samoas.
Huh?
What?
Sorry.
What was that?
Thin mints are better than Samoas. Girls,
shit. Yo, Samoas are better, dude. I'm a Samoa fan.
It's
I'm a Samoa fan.
You can't argue with me.
All right, I'll let you have this one, but Samoas are better. Go ahead. Jesse, did you have something?
Oh, yeah. If anybody here would be so kind to go to Spotify and or YouTube and type in Jay Williams and or check out a song, I would greatly appreciate it.
Facts. Check out his music. He just freestyled on here, so definitely check him out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure to link everyone's socials in the description, so you don't have to worry about like looking for them. We'll make sure.
Yeah, we'll link it on YouTube and Spotify both. So
facts.
We'll be on both.
Jack, you have
John,
something? Sorry.
Jack, do you have anything? Nothing.
Just live pegging soon.
That is
on TikTok.
Oh, actually, yeah. No,
Live
not on
pegging
TikTok.
on
So I actually, I did open an OnlyFans. It's going to be opening. No, just kidding. Not yet.
Peg Talk.
Peg Talk. I be on Peg Talk. It's a thing. It's a thing. You laughing, but it's a thing. And I hope that all your fucking Google and your phone and everything is listening right now, so you guys end up on Peg Talk, pegging. I peg, Google peg.
Luckily, it's going all to my ears, so nothing's going out.
Oh, yeah. Have you been vaccinated?
Got my first shot.
Well, so you got the microchip.
I also got my first shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so they're tracing us all. They all have our DNA.
Mr. Gates, if you're listening. I don't know why that was a thing, but anyway, go on.
All right. Is that it? All right. Go check us all out on TikTok. We're all on TikTok. Go check us out, and we're out of here. Peace out.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.